Hey, what's going on, guys? Alright, as you can see, this is a Vita video. I'm doing sort of a review on Resistance Burning Skies. And I platinumed it just today. I got it on Tuesday. Very easy to platinum. Pretty easy as far as Resistance games go, but it's still a lot of fun. So of course you're going to have to forgive the camera, and hopefully I'll talk loud enough so you can hear me. But I'm just gonna get right into it. So it was nice. It was a lot of fun, and I'm just gonna show you a level, the decent amount of stuff going on. We'll go conversion tower, I guess. Spoiler alerts, by the way. Yeah, there's stuff going on. So oh geez, let's see where we want. Let's go right here. We'll go normal. As you can see, there is a superhuman mode. But oh yeah, can never skip these things. I'm gonna turn it down so you guys don't hear anything, but really nothing going on there anyway. You can see it. It's all good. So really, this game was a lot of fun. It's definitely got the Resistance elements to it. The whole, the things that Resistance has to have is crazy, weird guns that somehow make sense, and of course, crazy bosses. Always fun. And just an overwhelming, it's 1 on a million, so there's got to be moments when you're like, shit, there are so many Chimera, how am I ever going to beat this? And it delivered. It did. It was a little lackluster. I mean, Insomniac Games did not do this one. Nihilistic did it, or however you say their name. But, it was Resistance. That's all I can say. I wouldn't recommend playing through it over and over and over again, but it's definitely worth a pickup if you're a Resistance fan. So you have the weapon wheel is back, and which is definitely worth it. I'm glad they brought that back. They need it, because that's what Resistance 1 had, and it worked really well. And of course some of the main guns are back, the carbine and the bullseye, the auger, but all the other ones are new, which is cool. They really brought new ones into the series. So I'll just show you here. You got carbine, bullseye, this thing called the Mauler, which is a chain gun essentially, the SWARM launcher, rocket launcher, this mule, which I'm a personal fan of. It's a crossbow shotgun. I mean, that's sweet. Auger, hunter, which is 3-round burst. It's kind of like the gun I can't think of in Resistance 2, but it's a 3-round burst long range. And then the 6i, which is a sniper rifle, single shot. And so this is kind of cool. You have this upgrade system, which uses the Greytech. So if you all remember the co-op from Resistance 2, Greytech, they were searching for that, and this kind of explains it. And really, Resistance Burning Skies is like a side story. It happens before Resistance 2, I'm pretty sure, because the Chimera are starting to invade America. And it's just a story of this firefighter who apparently is a badass, and he just tries to save his family after they get taken. And that's really all that goes on. The story is not very dense. You see a little bit of tie-ins to the other Resistance games, but other than that, it's not story. You're not buying it for the story. You're buying it just for the gameplay and the fun. So you see here, you've got these different things you can actually upgrade your weapons with. Now you can only equip one of each side at a time. So we'll go back to the carbine here, and you can see here you got fast reload. I'll try and zoom in there. It's pretty rough. Grenade capacity, scope, all these different attachments. So you collect this Greytech, which is like pickups, like intel, and you can buy these things. Let's say I want to get a scope, put that, and now I have a scope on it. So we'll go back here, and look at that, got a scope. Oh, I can't zoom in on the doors. Oh, that's nice. Actually, no, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. No, I want my faster reload back. There. So that's the upgrade system. It's pretty easy. It takes a while to find the Greytech because you don't get a whole lot at first. But once you get them, it's nice. You get to upgrade a little bit as you see fit, as you sort of play. There are definitely a few things that I wish you could do instead, like the hunter. I wish I had a faster reload because this thing is slow as hell. You're sitting there and you're like, oh, Great. Yeah. So, all right. So here's the deal. Here you got carbine. I'm just going to show the weapons while there's really nothing going on. As you know. Before I get into this, I am actually playing. With this sweet little attachment thing here. Like I don't know if you can see, it's actually got real triggers there, which is pretty awesome. And it's got this nice little DualShock 3 feel. Definitely helps with the shooter. I absolutely recommend you pick it up. It you know, fits your hands comfortably. It's nice. Just takes a little getting used to. Back to the weapons. Carbine, normal. Yeah. Secondary. Secondaries all involve touching the screen, which I'm not a huge fan of. Honestly, at first I thought it was cool that they're implementing it, but after playing around with it more, you got to take your hand off one of your thumbs, one of these little dudes, either the left analog or the right analog, so you can use your secondary, which means you can't aim or you can't move depending on which side of the screen you're trying to get. So you're shooting and there's a bunch of people coming along, and this is how it works. Put your thumb and fire a grenade anywhere, so let's throw it up here. It's cool. It's nice because you don't have to actually aim with it, and time does slow down, but still, you know, it defers from keeping the game moving. Alright, bullseye. Fast as hell. No recoil with the recoil attachment on it. Do stabilizer, trust me, because if you don't like recoil, look at that. Not doing anything. Barely going anywhere. And of course, the tags, just tap, and it'll tag the target. Alright, now we got this bad boy here, which is always revved up and ready to go. And it's pretty nice for large groups, definitely. Swipe down, you can see that, and you'll see the meter down here start to fill up. And then it does something sweet like this. And at first I thought it was cool, but it really does a short range of damage, which kind of sucks. This thing, standard rocket launcher, you know, whatever. But if you zoom in, it'll actually target opponents, enemies, and then it'll just lock onto them. Then you can do the same thing with swiping them. See this? Paint targets. You can do 4 at once, which is pretty cool for especially like big guys. Mule, one of my personal favorites. It's a double barrel shotgun. It's about as fast as it goes, but with a quick reload, it's very useful. And then you've also got the crossbow, which is pretty sweet too. Sets a bunch of people on fire. Yeah, it's nice. And of course the auger with its shield, and that's probably actually my favorite secondary. Takes a little bit to get going, but because you have to take both your thumbs off. But it's so cool, you know. Just put them left and right, and then you can get attachments for all those. Hunter's alright. So there's nothing over there. Like I said, we saw it earlier. 3-round burst, fairly accurate, pretty high damage. Small clip size if you don't have the clip attachment, and low ammo. But the secondary is pretty cool. It launches this drone, and it's like the thing in there. It'll just automatically attack enemies. I can't remember the name of it, but whatever it was in Resistance 2. So sorry guys, but yeah, it's basically the same gun. And then of course the 6i, which is single shot sniper. I mean, that is what it is. But the secondary, you zoom in on a target and you tap it. I don't think it'll. Yeah. And then no, it won't do it. But oh, there it is. It blows up eventually in nice range. So it's kind of cool. It's nice for taking out large groups of people far away. Of course, you got your axe, which is your melee, and your 2 grenades. But that's about it. And that's really all the touchscreen is used for, except for opening doors, of course. The back touchpad uses the sprint, which is kind of nice. You just double tap it, and then you can run. Which I can't do right now because I don't have a lot of space, but it works pretty well. So, alright, let's get in here and let's see what's going on. I forget where in the story this is, even though I did just beat it the other day. And, hold on, let me. You guys see alright? Sure. You can see enough. Ooh, hello. See there? That was nice. Yeah, I'm a little rusty. it's definitely kind of rough trying to play a shooter on the Vita. As far as first-person shooter goes, it works. It does. But the Vita is, and this is the first first-person shooter for the Vita, and it's, it takes some getting used to. It really does. Everything just, feels different, and is, especially with the whole taking your fingers off to use secondary and stuff. That's just definitely something that I'm not used to. Oh, out of ammo. I'm just gonna kind of give you as a little tour. There we go. That's nice. But yeah, the story, it works. It was cool. The multiplayer is interesting. I've tried that for a few rounds today, and while it is cool, it takes a little bit. Once you find a game, it's all right for the most part. There actually isn't much lag, but it's just so different. It's so much slower paced because everyone's on a Vita, and it's really weird. So it's but it's really cool because you can just pick it up anywhere, and just play a few rounds, which is really nice. Oh, damn, all sorts of people here. A little grenade toss in there. Yeah, but as you can see, it does slow down a little bit. Like if I was to, oh, here we go. These guys drag a grenade over it. Time slows down for you. So that's pretty nice. Oh, almost dead here. Not good. But I have only played like 1 or 2 multiplayer maps. I'm definitely gonna look into that more because there's actually a lot to the multiplayer. There really is. So it is what it is. It should be fun. There's a lot of levels. I can't see myself playing it for hours on end, just because it does feel like you're playing forever, because like it's 2-on-2, or groups, or the max is 8 and the minimum is 4. So it can be it's small games. The largest is 8. So it's definitely different. But as far as first-person shooter for the Vita, I'd say it's successful, and I would pick it up. It's a lot of fun, especially if you're a fan of Resistance. But while you're at it, pick up the little real trigger attachment thing. I don't know what they call it. I forget. Because it definitely helps. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, that's something I want to talk about. The sound effects. Yeah, I paused for dramaticness, and that is a word, so shut the fuck up. Oh my god, the sound effects are awful. Like, Nihilistic dropped the fucking ball, because listen to this. Alright, now listen to this. They sound like fucking BB guns. They really do. Like, I don't know what they were thinking, because the sound effects are terrible, and every time you hear the fucking intercom come in when the lady's talking to you, it sounds like a fucking duck fart. It's stupid. And the graphics. Now we're getting into like the hardcoreness here. The review. Yeah, this is a review, very informal. I know what you're thinking. It sucks, but okay, yeah, kill him. There you go. The graphics are subpar. They do the job of what you'd expect for a handheld console, but for everything else, like beyond that, it's the Vita. It has quite a bit of power. It should have been taken advantage of, and it wasn't. The gameplay flows nicely. The graphics, I haven't had many hiccups, but as you saw earlier with the cutscene, like, it can be kind of choppy, I guess. The graphics themselves, you get a lot of pixelatedness in there, and that's not what you want. Definitely not. Especially with this, and like, I don't know what they were thinking, but there were a few times where, like, you're running along and this chick Ellie, who's like your partner in this, is oh damn, get off my nuts. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die. Whew. Shit. That was ridiculous. Where are you? Where are you? I'll teabag the hell out of you. I'll teabag where you were. Suck it! That's because I'm on normal. Oh, damn it. These fucking things. Whew. Yeah, maybe I should play with higher sensitivity. But anyway, and this girl Ellie, you know, she just run along and they just ignore the fact that she's like 20 paces behind you, and all of a sudden she just pops up right in front of you, like out of nowhere. I don't understand that shit. It's, you know, it seemed like they cut some corners. So if you're looking for quality, you might want to, you know, not expect anything too great. But as you can see, like, it does look alright. You know, it's not going to defer you from playing the game well. But still, it should have been done a little bit better. The sound effects, the quality of the game itself. But it's alright. I'm willing to ignore it because it is a lot of fun, and it's the first-person shooter, really. So, and I know what you're thinking. You really want to see a multiplayer match right now, but no, I'm not going to do that because I still suck pretty bad, and I'm not going to embarrass myself. So, oh, I don't have any ammo. I'm a fucking idiot. What do I want to use? I'll use Auger. Let's see what else is there. There really isn't a whole lot else. Feels like a first-person shooter. Works pretty well. What the hell are you doing? Running at me all crazy like. Fuck you. Fuck. No. No. Suck it. Good. Oh, yeah, there's a guy over here. I didn't kill him. Don't yell at me. See? He's fine. I don't know how to aim worth a damn. Da, 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 da. Yeah. So there it is. This is pretty much it. I mean, the campaign was short. You could definitely beat it in like a few hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours if you move pretty fast through it. I always check areas because there's intel pickups and gray tech and all that. So, anyway, you can take your time with the campaign, but what the hell are you shooting at? But you could also rush through it pretty easily. So, I will probably have more updates, maybe some multiplayer gameplay, although very unlikely because of how difficult it is to play. My setup here is actually pretty rough, but I can only see like half the screen right now. But you know, maybe I'll work something out. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this pseudo pretty shitty review, and yeah, subscribe, like, comment, rate. Thanks guys.